Well, it's another Wally World special, but I'm going to improve this tool. This is they call it a folding camp shovel, or it's an entrenching tool. It's actually off the military entrenching tool. This is a Coleman brand. You can see how it folds up. I took a look at it before I bought it. It was only like 10 bucks. I was like, get out of the box. Probably used to keep the box anyway. But real problem with it, I consider a problem, is, let's open it up first. Here. Open it up like that. And tighten it down. That locks it in place. Real problem is they're dull. The ones you get in the military are probably sharper than this, but it doesn't seem like it's any different from the military ones. The only thing I've seen with not sure how, that looks fairly thick right there. I had these before where these rivets got loose and they popped out. Just put some bolts in there, grade 5. But you know, even if this thing ever freaking screwed up, this bracket right here screwed up, what I would do is I just make another bracket for it and weld a piece of metal over it. That was that thick. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sharpen it up, and after I sharpen it, I'm going to paint it. But you got to use your what you call it, face protection. But I'll set the camera up here. I'm going to use this little wheel right here. Should be all right. And you put a nice edge on it. It cuts a lot easier. But you can also kind of use it like an axe, even though you're not supposed to. But for little shit, you can use it for that. But for your shoveling, if it's sharp, it works a lot better. But it can also be a self-defense weapon too. And yet it's still a shovel. Needs a little more. Yeah, that's pretty sharp. That's not like a knife, but It's about as sharp as an axe. Well, next step is to spray a little rust reformer on there just to make sure don't get too screwed up. And here. The other thing, oh, dry nice and flat black. The other thing is nobody knows you really sharpened it and they'll say, oh, you sharpened it. What'd you do that for? Anyway, it works a lot better if it's sharp. It'll cut, you know, if you want to dig down in the soil. But you can actually cut a couple limbs with it, small limbs, if you have to. You can use it like an axe. And it can also be a self-defense weapon. E-tools have always been noted for that. So, after that dries, it goes back in a box. And go in the trunk of the car. This is I like this because it's small. It folds up nice and small like that, right there. You know, so handy little tool. Yeah, and the reason I chose that flat black is it really goes along with that gray. It looks almost the same color. Man, if I ever get scratched up and want to paint it, yeah, was it made in Taiwan? Yeah, they're USA. Well, and so I want to tell you too. Boots the cat has not been by. If you're keeping a track of that, got a couple vitamins here, one vitamin here with the treats. He would have ate them because no other cat knows about this. Because the other guys, they all know about their food down here, which I got plenty of. And so I can't help him if I don't know where the hell he is. So, you know, nothing I can do about it. He probably belongs to somebody. He goes back to wherever he came from.